Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. You're very welcome to follow our signals as long as you are on a sim. And we normally start around 10 o'clock, and now it is 9:43. So maybe we can pick up something before 10 o'clock. For the ones that just joined us, we are using three different automated to trade and with scalpers and swing trading. And we will be covering all those as we go. For the ones that are new, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to start to speculate in the market. If you look at the left corner here, you will see the new signal. Where to buy is, as an example here, the Nasdaq. It was a buy signal at 7746.25. Target it is 776075. The market analyzer is based on one contract. You can follow also the forex if you like to follow the forex. Also the same thing. You get the signal, the entry, the direction, the P&L, and the trading stops as well based on the grid line. Now on this blue chart, we are using an ATM, but also you can use a full automated trade, which will be covering that. And then we will be covering the scalpers, and we will be covering the swing trading as well. So hang in there, and we start at 10 o'clock. If I see anything before 10 o'clock, you're very welcome to it, guys. Uh, again, this is a strictly educational uh, life every day. So what you do with your own personal trading is at your own risk, and we strongly advise you to stay on the sim if you don't know what you're doing. All right, guys, hang in there. On the ES, we have an entry price at the 55 level, but the problem is there is a heavy resistance at the 56.25. So if you want to take the ES trade, I strongly recommend to put it at 56.50. 56.50, gentlemen, because this resistance line has been struggling for the last hour. What we need to simplify the trade, not complicate it, and it's not going to work with complication. So, simple way is when you see the zone, you just put it above the zone, because the trader, when they trying to figure out things on their own, they probably will make mistake. So this way, we need to simplify the trade and stay on one direction. Yes, Nasdaq has hit the target. Nasdaq has hit the target, as you see on the market analyzer. Nasdaq hit the target. And followed by double resistance. So there is not much left on the Nasdaq. Here is the problem right now, gentlemen. The ES is struggling breaking this level here. So if we don't break that level 56.50 on the ES, you're gonna see your profit sinking in on the Nasdaq and a YM. So you gotta keep your eye on the ES, gentlemen, and try to look at the keep your eye on that resistance line at 56.25. Uh, and right now, the Nasdaq has come into the target with a double resistance. So in order for us to break that area here, and as you see right now, the ES has fell to break that area here. Very simple, folks. Very simple. 56.25, and that is going to cause your profit to go away, as you see right there, because of the ES. And the same story right now. So when you see the ES fell, take a profit right away, and then we can re-enter the market. Always, we can re-enter the market at the same price, at the same entry. So as you see, the ES couldn't break that line. That's why we didn't want to go on the signal. The auto trade is going to enter the market on the signal, but we if we put it one line a little bit above the resistance line, so now the ES came in exactly what we have explained to you. This is a 29.53 re-entry point. If this ES hold in this position, that's mean we're going back to retest the 56.25. If this ES broke this 29.53, that's mean fast your seatbelt. We are coming into a lot of volatility in this market. So our eye is on the 29.53 at the moment, and I hope we'll hold that area here, because if it does, this is the numbers for a re-entry point: 29.53, 77.44, 26.73 on the YM. So as you see, this ES came in exactly to this number and is climbing again, trying to retest the 55 level, and trying to see if we can break the 56.25. Once we break the 26.25, we have a huge potential on those YM and Nasdaq to go way above your imagination on today. Right? So it will be nailing 100 take rate. So this is what we need to keep our eye on, and then we will Today, actually, earlier today on the European session was not that much movement, so when there is not much movement on the European session, then usually the US session is also flat. So it was not much movement on the European session. So we will see if we are able. Now the eye is on the ES, not the Nasdaq, not the Dow Jones. They are in the right positions, but we need to see that ES again, gentlemen, 29.53. If we break that line, those here, the Nasdaq and Dow Jones, they're finished. If the ES hold in position and trying to climb to the 56, 50, and trying to break that area, that means we are coming into very nice ride on the YM and Nasdaq. So it's all sitting at this number 29.53. Don't let it fool you guys. We don't want to sit down and analyze the market too much because it can fire back at us. And we don't want it to make too many decisions because if we are not trained enough, we can make a lot of wrong decisions. It just follow the steps on the chart or follow this automated trade or the swing trading and call it off. We don't want it to complicate things. And in our experience, complication is not going to pay off. As you see, it broke the ES has broke that line, 29.53. So that's mean if you are still on those trade, call them off for today. Call them right now, and let's see what will happen. We can always nail those trades. If this ES sinking in and starts closing before the 53, that's mean this market is not gonna go anywhere at the moment. If this ES goes above the 53 and it goes above 53 level, that's mean your ES and your Nasdaq and Dow Jones, they're gonna really fly once we break this 56 level. So keep your eye on that ES. Again, guys, the ES is the indicator for everything you do. There we go. We start sinking in, and whoever took those trades on the Nasdaq Dow Jones, you need to close positions right now. Keep your ES as a limited order, 56 level. We're going back to test this number. Very strong bonds today. I don't know. So here is the ES in this areas here, in this area here, a lot of volatility, and you should not be trading that area here at all. You need to stay away from it. And we either need to break down, go below those lines before we start taking a short, or we need to go above this area here. This area right here, right now, it can potentially make you lose a lot of money. It's a very unstable area for you to take or decide to take any trades in here, folks. Be careful. Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly, sir. You know, and that's why we cannot complicate the trade. And I don't want to complicate the trade. It has to be simple, following the signal, or go ahead and use your ATM strategy, or use your the fully automated, or on the new auto trade pullback re-entry. However, let's in the meantime, let's cover some of this swing trading. And we started today right before the markets, before we did go live, we started. And as you see, we are on that trade with the Nasdaq, and it is doing extremely well. And we have the ES trade as well to the long position, and this is a really a good, and so those two, we will cover them in a second. Just let me keep my eye on on the market, please. And it seems like the Nasdaq is about to break this target, and break those double resistance. If it did, it does mean this is a very good sign. It could be the ES is also coming in to break this level. It's been struggling for the last 20 minutes on it, so we'll see uh, if we can break it. That would be really nice. CL traders, there is nothing right now on the CL. Russell, um, the Russell today is going the opposite direction. This is really funny. And we already hit the target on the Russell. And the last couple of weeks it was way ahead of the ES. And every day this market has something else for us. And today the Russell is on the opposite direction and is already hit the target. This is really funny, but that's how it is. Welcome to trading. It won't be the same every day. It will not be the same every single day. Also, the same story, folks, on the forex. You can follow the forex. You will have a new signal. As an example, here there is 103 pips in there. It's a wrong one here because I just did the installation. I forgot. But this one here is in pips, and it's right in front of you. The market analyzer for the forex traders, and the auto trade are really kicking really. And on the 244, already hit the target on the Russell. 940 one trade, and took that trade around between 930, 935, and 944. At 951, it was done over. Beautiful trade, absolutely nice trade. There is a new signal right there on a gold sell signal. Entry price 1398.3. Target 94. So easy, simple, and you win some, you lose some, and that's what it's all about trading. a new signal on the euro dollar, and a new, you can follow, guys. When you hear the beat, you can follow the forex, and this is the future euro dollar, and it is a sell position. You see, this is one of the tricks. Don't need to sit down and analyze and if and if and if and if. No, 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 none of that. Very simple. Here is your entry target right there. I don't know. I had a crisis yesterday in the computer. I lost everything, and today I just did the installation on the computer. So I'm not 100% clear for everything, but I hope you can see this on the YouTube. This is an entry. This is an entry, and this is the automated. The trade is going to take that entry. Right above that, there is a resistance line. Right above that. So there is no confusion here. So if you are not taking this auto trade and you wanted to go ahead and use the manual trade, you can do that, and we can put it right above this resistance line. So this way it's safer. So if we notice how many times this ES came into the entry price and pull back, entry price, pull back, entry price. So this is aggravation. So between the entry price is 55.25 and this one here is 56.25. It's not that great a different number because this is a swing trade and it's not $100 trade. What we are trying to do, we are trying to catch a big trade. So this is not something that so we can stay out of trouble by just looking at the chart and say we are going to put the entry price right above. As you see, the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones are trying to go to the long term trade, and the ES is just struggling to stay above the number. The entry price is 55.25. It's really struggling market. That is, and as you see for the last half an hour, right now we've been half an hour. As you see, the ES is coming back to the 29.53. This is your entry point. So this is actually right now it is the scalping, and here's your scalping is and it is the scalping area right now. Is a scalping all the way, and as you see, it's coming into the pullback re-entry at the 29.53. It's going back and it's failing on those area here around 9.55. So we need to break out that area here in order for us to start see some greater movement on the YM and then Nasdaq. So um, so now it is the ES. So if we look and we're not analyzing anything, if we can just look at the ES movement for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you can see it is one straight line. So it doesn't matter. This is sad if somebody can look at this chart and can see it has been the same story or the same lines from 946 until now. We are still on the same, got caught in that channel between a support and a resistance, and the ES is trying so hard to find a breakout. So now it is the buyers start coming in, and let's see if we are able to break that area because it is really struggling market with the ES and is holding the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones for the movement. So there we go for the CL traders. You have a buy entry. You're coming to the buy entry on the CL. If you notice on the CL, you have a oh no, have not come in yet. I'm sorry, it's not come in yet. Okay, there we go. If you wanted to take a CL trade, go ahead and right now buy market at 57.64, 57.64 CL trade. Long, of course, long. Now on the CL trade, you got to keep your eye on those two lines. The 57.71 and 57.72, you got to be very careful with those lines here. 72 and 71, 57.1 and 57.2. You got to keep your eye on it because this one here, we will have a problem around that area. So I'll keep my eye for it for you. And again, it's all on the ES. Today, Mr. ES here is giving us a bit of hard time. Can you see, folks? I mean, we don't want to just copy trade, but we want to know why and how. Can you see, folks, how clear it is the impact on Nasdaq and Dow Jones because of the ES fell to break this entry 55.25. It's very clear. I don't need a genius trader to do that, you know. And now it's going back to the 29.53, and that's why you see the scalper automated trade is kicking in because those are small trade. You cannot swing trade the market on a very small trade, and there we go. So, and look at the entry price on the Nasdaq. We give you the number right on the chart, as you see, 51. And of course, we have the automated trade. You can auto trade those as well. On the CL, we're still gonna keep our eye on the 57.71 and 57.72. So nothing we can do. Okay. I have to take a small break, 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, folks, as we said, with this call trade on the CL, be careful on the 5770, gentlemen. 5770. The ES is really struggling, and you can see there is a lot of problems on the ES. But on if you are a CL trader, be careful with the 5771. It is the ES today is an extreme um, problems in here. So it's getting really nasty on the ES. We're still not out of the wood with the ES. So, but we're taking off with the CL, and the pullback re-entry on the Nasdaq is 56 level, and the rest of the market is doing extremely well. This market analyzer is based on 1 minute, and at the moment we have 191 ticks. That's very true, Sariam. Yes, sir. As always, Vito, same as this one here today. As if you remember, we have a cold. When did we call the gold? 15 minutes ago, and already hit 30 ticks on the gold from the last entry signal. Is anybody? Did any of you guys took that gold or? Okay, there we go. We're coming on the ES, and the one we called on the CL, we're coming exactly where we told you to be careful with the 71. So if you are on that trade with the CL, and as you see, 57, 71, and uh, and you gotta be careful with that trade on the CL. Keep your eye on that. If we are breaking that area, okay, we are. Then we are on a very good potential right on this, or we can close position at 71 level. So if we break above the 71 level, we are looking to the target. Today, the target on the CL is in extreme, is all the way to the 5803. So this is a very nice ride on the CL if we are able to break that line. As you see how this market is stopped, exactly, we give you the entry and we give you the warning where there is a potential pullback on the CL. As you see, it's down to the take. And if we are, let's see if we are able to break that. And it seems like we're about to break it. We have a couple CL traders. I'll keep my eye on it. And once we finish with the 56, 57 level on the ES, we are looking for a very nice ride. But when we call that CL for you, we said you got to be careful with the 57.1 and 57.2. Everything we say is recorded, gentlemen, and you can go back and confirm everything we say. So if you want to hang on to this trade, there is a good potential. Going to the target today is a 5803. This is amazing. I think the ES is about to break those area, and if you're not on the ES, you're very welcome to put your 5725 as an entry limited order. 5725 should be very good limited order buy, and this one here should be okay. If you are not on the ES, scare you. You can use the micro account. I'm sorry today. I'm not little bit. We had a crisis yesterday on the computer. Everything was gone on the computer, and today I was not prepared to get everything ready. But you can follow also those ES on the micro account. We are about to break those levels on the ES, and we are about even to break those levels on the CL. So that is going to be a beautiful ride on the CL. We have a couple of traders on the CL trades, and we'll keep our eye on the CL as well. We still have a problem with that ES. Come on, we need a little. We need Vito to blow on it also. Okay, here we go. Critical area on the CL. Okay, here we go. We have a lift off, and oh, YM. Oh boy, the is well, the CL. We should be projecting from the 57.51 on the CL. Let's see. Here we go. The ES is finally decide to move forward, and your Nasdaq going on the same direction, your YM going on the same direction, and the 30-year Treasury bond going on the opposite direction. This is what we're looking for. Russell, buy, new signal, 56.8, target 63. If you want to put an order on the Russell, you put it at 571, limited order buy. 571, limited order buy. 571, limited order buy. You got to be careful with the, you see where I told you the CL is going to project, gentlemen? I said it's going to be projecting from the 57, 51 and exactly to the date we project, to the date. And this one here, folks, 7-1 entry price on the Russell. Let me, we are using the ATM, but you can use the full automated trade. This is a full automated. This is same entry, the same signal, but this one here is a fully automated. And there we go. This is a full automated. Once it hit the target, it hit the target, and that's it. But I like to be in control with the trailing stop loss, but you can use the automated trade and call it off if you don't want to deal with all the headache. It's up to you, your choice, what you want to do. Or if you want to do it exactly like the market analyzer, you can use the 1 minute and put it on the full automated trade, and that's it. As an example, if you want it, you can put it. We can take an example as the Russell right now. We have an entry at 56 level, and as you see here, it's exactly like the market analyzer based on one contract. We can do that as well, which we will be covering on the Monday webinar for the traders, and we will show you how to do that. For the scalpers, this is the scalping. We are looking at the blue market analyzer for the scalping, and the other system is the swing trading. We're still on the Nasdaq with the swing trading, still on one contract, on one entry from this morning. And this is the 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And this is the YM. I think it took one trade before. Yes, it did. And you see, it was a very small losing trade, and then took the 761, and we're still on that trade. And on the Nasdaq, we're still on both of them. Whether you are 3 minutes or 5 minutes, is all gonna end up the same. On the Nasdaq, we have a very good. We have already hit the target, and we have a very good potential to go all the way to the 81 level. The first level you need to worry about is 75, 75, and then I'm thinking could be before we hit the 12 o'clock today, we will be at 77, 81, 50. So I look forward to that trade, and it will be very nice, enjoyable trade before the weekend started. On the YM, we have not hit the target. We are really struggling with the 67.94, going back to the 71 level, going back retesting the 93 level. Most likely the final destination is a little bit couple ticks above the target. It's a 68.10. Probably this is where you need to call it out on the OIM. And we have not got filled yet on the Russell. As we said, we put it at 57.1, and we keep our eye on it when the market go back. We don't want to chase the market here. I don't want to complicate the trade because there is a pullback pre-entry. I don't want to do that. But we can put it one tick above the entry price. And then when the market decided to go up, then we get lifted with that trade. Don't try to take a market order. It's not good to take a market order. Always try to put where you want to enter the market. You decide. You're not going to miss anything on that market. If it's any of our traders, they are on anything or any position, please let me know. We just got filled up, get filled on the Russell, where we put the limited order. The ES just hit the target, and if you notice on the ES, we have this ES combined with a resistance line. It's right there at 2960. So that's where this market came into the take. on your target. And this is exactly what we were expecting on the YM. And this is what we were expecting on the Nasdaq. We give you those numbers ahead of time. It is really amazing, beautiful, very nice, very predictable. And if we want to look at the same entry, but it's on the fully automated, we use the 3 minutes on the fully automated. And this one here on that trade, it is right now 750. And the YM on the fully automated, it is 450. This is also beautiful and is about to hit the target on both of them. So this is really nice. Beautiful prediction on the market today. As expected, the market was fair enough with us. And this is really very nice. And we're getting better every day on those prediction. And I love it when we can predict and pinpoint exactly what's going on in the market. And this is really lovely. This is where we said the Nasdaq and the YM is going to be. We drove you to the target by the tick on the ES, and we are struggling on the Russell. And well, you cannot have them all, but you win some, you lose some. Welcome to trading. But there is a pullback, a re-entry on the Russell. I don't want to complicate those trades, but that's why we have them right on the trailing stop, because the projection is 55 level. So it's not dead, the trade yet. And here we go. We are about to have a lift off on this one here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There is a plus and minus, Jim. You get older, you get better, and you get more grouchy. You have zero tolerance when the older you get, the less tolerant you are. But that's how it is. There we go. Lift off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice. I like it when the market is fair enough with us, and it is predictable. This is what the most important. It's not how much it's going to give us today. As long as I can read it, it's predictable. It's fine, whether it's $5 or $500. We need to know what's going on in that market. And now we are driving exactly. We are about to hit on the YM. We did hit the target. And this is, look, on the fully automated right now, you are about to close position on the YM. And you cannot extend the target on the, look, it's going to kick back. It's not, you're not able to extend the target on the fully automated trade. It's going to go back. But um, on the ATM, the blue chart, I can, like today, if we have a little bit above the target, why I wanted to close it, I want to expand that trade. So as you see here, also there is a plus and minus on anything. There is, as we see here on the YM, we are hitting the target at 33, because this is a 3 minutes chart. And as you see, we missed by one tick the target, and it's probably gonna pull back, and then it's gonna go back to the target. So there is a plus and minus on everything. I mean, there is a balance in any kind of trade. And so if you want to really examine that trade, you were up to $600 and you missed the target by one tick. Do you really want to stay on that one, or do you want to force it down and close it and call it off and have a very nice weekend? So this is where we missed the target by one tick. I mean, it is a crime for not closing that trade and miss out on that trade for one tick. That's what I'm trying to say, that It is very important, guys, to keep your eye on the market, and we don't have to use a lot of effort, but just a little common sense with the trade should be fine. And you are amazing customer, Vito. It's not just the system is amazing. You are an amazing customer as well. So as we see, the ES hit exactly to the target 2961. The Nasdaq exactly where we expected the 83 level. And if we look right after we hit the target on the YM, I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube, but it is 26831, and there is a bar color here, and it is a reversal. And now the market is sitting on a standby here to see if we can get some uh, little aggressive movement on the as we hit the target as expected. But today is a Friday. That will be nice if we can get more, get greedy, I guess. But that don't seems like is willing to give us any extra ticks in there. So now the 3 minutes is trying to hit the target on the 3 minutes. This is a fully automated. Look at where is the wig on the YM and see what is your number. Amazing, right there to the T. Very nice. Okay, there is much more potential, guys. So hang up, don't cash in. Just a second. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes. I'll be right back. If we notice here, right, we hit the target at 2961 ES. Once we hit the target, the market dropped. We hit the target and a few ticks above the target, 79.25, fair enough. We hit the target right to the tick at 8:30 on the YM, and it's done. And that whatever we get out of above the target, if the market is trended, it is very nice. Let me show you something why the difference between an auto trade and an ATM. This is a fully automated. If we notice here, we just touch the 833 because this is a 3 minutes chart. Okay, I like to use the full automated on 3 minutes, and I like to use 1 minute for an ATM. And if we notice here, that one here just touch the target, and it was over. Okay, so if you are not, you don't have your eye on it, it could be this market is done, and this market is going back to drop to the entry level, and then you got lucky with that. But now you got lucky with it, but maybe another day is gonna go back all the way to your entry price, and if you don't have your eye on it, it's going to uh, it's going to you're gonna be losing all your profit on it. So this is the difference between a full automated um, and today I'm having a problem with the NT7. I don't know why. I just did the installation yesterday, and uh, I don't know. I need to see what's going on with it. There's a new signal on the future and probably on the forex euro dollar. The future and the euro dollar is a sell position at 3178. On the on the swing trading, those I'm gonna bring all the charts together, but this one here it is the 1900 is the 2000. This is the full automated trade, and this is the best one we have for today. The best trade it is on the Nasdaq to the thing, and the rest is right there. I mean, I'm not gonna go ahead and pull out on the ES. We have a new signal on the ES. We have almost $1,000 trade on the ES, and all of them between all of them, they took the trade few minutes before 10 o'clock. I activated few minutes before 10 o'clock. That's what it is. I activated. You can activate the swing trade in around 9:30 if you want to. That's very fine. But the price action, I prefer to activate it uh, 15 minutes, 20 minutes after the market's open. Things needs to come down. Then I start follow those signals. But for a swing trading, because a swing trading can really is more elastic, can go left and right, short and long. This one here on the signal require much more work on it. So there is a new signal on the CL 5739 and target 5707. Sell position. So let's go back on the CL and oh boy, you see there is on the CL we have a great support line. So I don't want to get into the support line. I like to take the trade at 57.32 limited order, 57.32, because you gotta be careful. Those fib lines, they are extreme accurate, and when we have a sell signal, the only thing you have to worry about if there is some fib line below or above that number. And as we see here, where is the entry at 57.39? There is a major support areas all the way from 37 to the 35. So to play it safe, I mean, the automatic trade is going to take it. For me, I prefer to put it at 57.32 and call it up, you know. So if this market able to break that area, so I'm going to watch it. If this market able to break that area, that will be nice. And if it's not, and then we can always dismiss those trades. Oh boy, we flying on those trades as expected. You know, we said that if we are able to break on the ES today, those level, we will be flying on those YM and Russell, and we did exactly as expected. So this is a really, really, really nice movement today, and at the moment we have on the forex 116 pips into the profit on the forex. This is the scalper, and as you see how this market is sneaked up on you without you knowing. And there we go. We have 423 on the PNL and the market analyzer. We have 420 ticks into the profit based on one contract, not two. As an example here, the ES is the entry price was 55.25. We took two ticks above that, but the market analyzer doesn't matter. It is 43 ticks. So we don't have money to trade all of them, but we can trade ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. Forget the rest. Forget the rest. We don't want to trade the rest. So if we have a small account, we can afford one ES, one Nasdaq, one Dow Jones, and a total of this ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones is around a couple $1,000 based on one contract only. Now the fully automated on the Nasdaq is fixed into close position, and of course the YM. As you see, we have a close position on the YM because we're on the full automated trade. You cannot do anything. And on the fully automated Nasdaq, it is 1700, and it is done. This is the new auto trade on the pullback re-entry. Based on the pullback re-entry, this auto trade took the pullback re-entry, and it is very nice where and get this one here on this new auto trade. So was the pullback re-entry. No, this is a really crime when you are on an fully automated. As you see, where is the target on the Nasdaq? You have over 1600 on this. As you see, sometimes on the fully automated, you might miss this target by one tick. So can we override it? Yes, you can. You can close it. You can force the close position. But this is a shame. If we see, we are sometimes it's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to go a little bit above the target. Sometimes it's going to go one tick or two ticks below the target. We cannot pinpoint everything. But on this one here is a shame not to close at 1600 and missed by one tick. So this is very important when you are trying to get on the full automated. You gotta keep your eye on it. This is another example on the ES trade. Just let me get it bigger a little bit. This is the fully automated on the ES. As you see, the target was done at 29.6975 because this one is a 3 minutes, and we missed by one tick to that trade as well. And those this is a different. Uh, at the moment, we have 441 ticks, and if we notice the CL today, it is a really struggling market on the CL. We just had a new signal, and we still having a problem with the CL. And the reason we have a problem with the CL, it is because of those lines, as we said, and the calculation was at 57.39. Okay, and we have a lot of support area, and plus the true average of price is 57.38. So this is a very thick wall, and we said to put the limited order sell. It's 57.32. As we see, this CL has been trying that area now for the last half an hour. And if we notice here, look at those levels, is from 1043 has not been able to break that area. Look, one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, six times, seven times, eight times, 10 times. that CL has not been able to break that area. So despite everything you have on your chart, if this CL is not able to break that thick wall, let's simplify that, those fib line, then we are not gonna be get filled on the 57.33. So this is the difference when you are auto trading and manual trading. So let me also show you guys, if you want it to be, probably we need to cover that on Monday. As an example, this is a Russell. When we have the new signal on the Russell, we are 30 takes, 28 takes. This is on the fully automated, is exactly like the market analyzer based on one contract, and the full automated, 1 minute, full automated, the market analyzer is on 1 minute. And as you see, the same numbers on the Russell, the same number on the Russell, the same number on your fully automated trade. So you can use one target, one lot on your fully automated trade, and then you can get it exactly like your market analyzer. Now on the CL, this is the 1 minute on the CL, and this is exactly like the market analyzer. As you see on the CL, 57.39, 57.39, and right now on the CL we have 9 ticks, and also on the is the same number as the market analyzer, whereas the CL is right there. So if we look, you can pinpoint those automated trade to be exactly like the market analyzer. And this is where we will be teaching you how there is two type of that. There is two different type of full automated trade. So we will teach you how to do that on Monday again. So this is exactly the same as the market analyzer. So uh, if we don't have that much money, we can fully automate the trade, or we can ATM, the same as the market analyzer, whether you want to do it full automated or an ATM. And practically you get the same numbers as the market analyzer. However, when we are using the ATM, we can move stop loss, we can extend the target, we can do a lot of things with it. But if you just want to turn on your auto trade and let it be as just as the market analyzer, then you can go ahead and put the market the 1 minute automated trade, and I have some problem with the database coming from Ninja Trader 7, which is a new. I don't know, but I will look at it later on. The only thing is when you are using the fully automated trade, once the target hit, you cannot do anything anymore. You just close it. Or if you want to, you can override that auto trade by dismiss the auto trade, and then take over with it. And if we, you can always drag one of those, or you can take one of those and go ahead and force it down. You can force it, or you can go on your controller and force it down, or dismiss the auto trade, and you can take over if you want to manage your trade. So there is a lot of potential you can do, and this is the way it is, um, and let the system do the calculation for you. We have learned the hard way that we don't want any more a trader make a decision. We learned this the hard way, and For the last 5 years, we have been working very hard for the last 5 years. The first 5 years, we thought we can open a room and train everyone, and it failed because when this trader is sitting by himself, he makes the wrong decisions. He uses motion. So the first 5 years, it was a big mistake we have done, and the next 5 years, we've been working very hard on automated trading and signals where a trader should not make decisions anymore, just follow the signals. It's a signal based, whether he want to auto trade or he want to do manual trade, it will be the same. It will be the same entry, let's put it this way. And the more the guy start right click and put the orders in there, he start gonna be getting more confident and start enjoying the trade and say, you know what, the target is in that number. Maybe I can squeeze another $200 out of it. Or you know what, I'm not sure it's gonna go to the target. Maybe I'll go ahead and get this $200 out of that trade and and run. So you have so many options and everything is right in front of you, from those the most accurate fib lines ever to the very persistent signal entry and target. And what else you need? What else is out there you're going to be missed out on? And this is the said thing. I mean, everything is plotted right in front of you. Do we have a bad days? You bet. We have a bad days. Do we have a good days? You bet. We have a good days. There is no system out there that is going to be just uh, green all the way. There is nothing like this. It's a myth. There is, if this market moving, we're gonna nail it. If this market not moving, actually we cannot get hair out of a bald-headed man. If this market moving on the swing trading like those type of an automated trade, they can they can out trade you, out trade me, and out trade anyone right now is with us on the line. If this market is moving. This is a different type of an automated trade that can do 10 times better than you and I together. You know, here's the problem. If this market going sideways today or there is a volatility, that will be the worst kind to trade on a full automated trade, and you're gonna dive into pile of mud, and then you're gonna get your account hurt. So when the market is moving, this type of an automated trade taking left and right, up and down, short, cut, everything. So those that will never miss a trade. Those, as you see here, they never miss a trade. They never miss a trade on the good side and a bad side. But when we are trying to stay away from volatility and trying to learn a little bit about how this market function, so we can be using both if we want to, and or you can use a mini account on those automated trade, and you can be a little bit once you learn, because at the beginning you're gonna be making a lot of mistakes. You can start always with a micro account, and you take it from there, and then you start expanding from micro account. Any guy on any system at the beginning will struggle to get the habit of it, and he will make mistakes like anything else. Like when you are on a new job, you will be making mistakes, and then you start learning. Uh, the first time when I was in Dallas taking the outflow valve out of the wings on a 727, nobody told me it was a trick in there. You need to snatch the valve out, otherwise you're gonna be getting the fuel all over your body, and that it will scratch the hell out of you if the fuel came on your body. And those older guys that were watching me, and I was new coming out of the school, I was not aware of that. And every time I was pulling this outflow valve, it just start leaking. And I was trying to hold it with my hand. My clothes, they were all fuel all over. And they were watching, they were not saying anything. Then I learned the hard way, you need to snatch it so the fuel will get cut off right away. It took me, you know, then you have to run right away and take a shower and get. So I learned from that mistake, and I do have a problem with the database on the Ninja Trader 7, absolutely. So what I'm saying is when you are trying to trade here, absolutely at the beginning, you're going to be making a little mistakes here and there. But when you are using the micro account, the mistakes are not expensive mistakes. And then once you start learning the tricks, then you start overcome and you say, no, I'm not going to fall to this. We have a new signal on the gold buy, 99.1. It was a beautiful right on the last entry signal on the gold, and now we have a buy at 99.11. Now, here is the situation. This is one of the trickiest place in the market where a lot of traders, a lot of retailers fell into those traps. We have done, and we have hit the target, and everything is looking. I'm going to be closing Ninja Trader 7. I'm having a problem with Ninja Trader 7. Anyway, as you see here on the YM, we come in exactly to the re-entry point. Look at this. Can you see it is exactly to the re-entry point, plus minus couple things. By when you are using an indicators that by now is telling you to go short, and this is not a short. This is one of the mistakes you're going to be making when you are new. This one here is not even near short. It is just right at the border, and this is actually by now everyone is on a short trade with the ones they are using an indicator, and there is a good size of them. Right now they are on a short trade. So is this party over to the short side? No, it's not. It's a pullback. There is no short. Not at the moment. There is no short. You know, this is the most critical area on the Russell, on the YM, on the Nasdaq, and on the ES. This is the we have a new signal on the DAX sell 304, target 2715. This is where when you are on a when you have that system and you have cash out on the target when the market going up, when everybody going short, most of the retailers right now they are on the wagon short, and it's gonna blow right up to their face because this is where those area here you need to re-enter the market. By now, everyone's MACDs and momentums and all those whatnots start pointing red, start telling him he's short in here, and he goes short and then a blow right in his face. This is a very hard critical area here. This is a re-entry point with a minimum stop loss because this is the areas where that market is going to make it or break. And that's why we came out with this pullback re-entry automated trade because those are critical areas. The only thing in those areas is the pullback re-entry, as we see on the Russell came in exactly to those numbers, and those numbers are plotted on your chart. We don't need to do any drawing. We don't need to do any preparation before we come in. And as you see this market to drop right to your re-entry price. The same story on the YM, as we told you, this is a pullback re-entry. Go back to the video and see it was a pullback re-entry. And you gotta keep your eye on those trades very close because this is a pullback re-entry. So your mission is not to just follow the signal blindly and take that trade to the target and say, okay, thank you, God, and we're done. No, if you're later on when you start getting comfortable with your trade, or if you're not sure about being comfortable, stay on the micro account and take those pullback re-entry trades. You have an option right now. We just sent out the fully automated trade. It seems like I need to keep my eye on it, but I haven't had time. Maybe we need to modify it a little bit. But you have the full automated trade can take those trades on the fullback re-entry. Or if you're happy for what you have got, then it's okay. Let me show you what a shame a trade here. If you are on a fully automated trade, two different guys, Tom and Mike, are using the same auto trade. Tom is watching this chart, and Mike is just spaced out somewhere. The difference between those two are using the same auto trade. One guy is making money, one guy is not, because when this guy Tom is watching this market, and he have seen he have missed the target by one tick, he would have closed that trade for over $1,400. Mike is spacing out, and he gets stressed by touching the chart, but he likes to make money. Staying cashing out on 1,300, he's now on 800. So what I'm saying is, it's like when you are sitting in the class, you have a good student doing A plus, and one is banana E minus. So two students are in the same class with the same teacher, but one guy get it and one guy don't get it. In the trading, if you don't get it, you're not gonna get it. You need to do more training. So by not looking at the chart, even if you are using the same software, and we have seen it for the last 10 years, one guy killed the market and one guy just sitting out looking at the kitchen window and still waiting on the dollar to fall out of the sky. So this is a very important, guys, to do our homework and try to learn it. And it's not hard to learn trading. It's not. It's not. When you have everything is so accurate in front of you, it's not hard to nail this market. And of course, we've been guiding you every single day. This is extreme. And so right now, I want to go back to the, okay, we have a new signal again on the CL. It is a buy market, 57.65, and the target is 58.03. Today, one of those days today, as we see as an example, the CL is a struggling market and is not willing to give us anything. Watch this one here, folks. When we said this is not a short trade, is a pullback. I'll get to you, Ninja Trader 7. Anyway, if we said when everybody start taking a short, I said this is wrong. There is not short, there is a long, and this is exactly what happened. And most of them on the pullback re-entry, you made some decent money on this. I don't know on the pullback re-entry if you're going to hit the target again. I'm not sure about it. It's not going to happen every day, but boy, it makes a lot of money. Boy, it makes a lot of money. So this is an example on the fully automated. The trade is going back and forth. Took that trade on the re-entry, and he's still on that trade with a $400. This $400 is not from the signal entry. This $400 coming from the pullback re-entry. What's wrong with that? Again, guys, we are a tool provider. What you do with it, you can rack it. You can, it's up to you. It's all up to the trader how he want to drive that market. It's not us. So, folks, we are staying a little bit longer today, and we will try to see if we can get you. The market is finished, but I'll try to see if we can get anything out of it more, or we have a new signal. I need to know, please, to all my traders, for the swing trading, we still on the Nasdaq ES. They're all the same, practically the same numbers. One thing you notice on that one here, there is no CL. There is no CL has made it on the top five. There is no CL made it on the top five. So it tells us this market is not willing to give us anything, the CL today. How we can learn that? Maybe if you start your computer a couple of hours before the market's open, you will have a pretty good idea how this market gonna play you today, most of the time. I will take some feedback on each trader if they are still in the trade, they took a trade, they close a trade. You can start chatting on the Skype and let me know, guys. Thank you. Okay, we are coming down to a new signal. We are coming down to new signal, guys. We close everything. And don't click on right away. Just wait. We are about to come down to new signal. Hopefully, we can get you new signal before. Don't be fast with your trade. Just wait till we get confirmation on that. Slowly, but this market is dying. It's finished. Now we are going to the short positions. Always the market try to sneak right under your nose. So get ready for short. We only have the Nasdaq short at the moment, and we need the YM and the ES. The most important, we need this ES uh, goes, and I think right now the ES is about. Sorry, guys, I have a problem with Ninja Trader 7. We will be. There we go. There we go. A new signal on the YM 837 target 776. And now we are waiting on Mr. ES as always. He's the last one to come in. The ES problem, we always have a problem with the ES. Um, we have a support line 6025 is the same number 6025, and it is slowly that we are about to break that 6025. Once we break it, this Nasdaq and YM is going to drop nicely. You know, again, the ES is the best indicator in the house. And it, there we go. Thank you. But it's still not out of the wood. If you wanted to take a short trade, you need to put limited order at 29.60. This is the automated trade. Took it at 60.75. We will do it at 60 even. Limited order short. Why? Because we have the sell right there at 60.75 and followed by those fib lines. And as you see, this market came in exactly to this fib line and stopped. So if we look at the Nasdaq, if this ES broke or is going to break the 60.25, the Nasdaq will break that level. If the ES is not going to break the 60.25, we're going to be sitting and playing yo-yo here for another half an hour. So the biggest question, how we can see if this market going sideways, this is how you need to keep your eye. Now the ES is breaking it, the Nasdaq is going to break that fib line. If the ES is not going to close below the 60.25, then we have a problem. Very simple. You see how this ES is flirting with that number? It's right in front of you, cannot be any easier than that to take a trade on the future trading. It's not going to be easier than that, guys. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting, and if you scratch your head with the future and it's not calculated by math, you're not going to make it. Everything has to be calculated, math calculation, not eyeballing. Now, as we see how we're going to do this exactly as the market analyzer. And here is those three items we are doing exactly like the market analyzer. We don't have money for everything. We only have money for ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. As we see here on the fully automated 1 minute, we have 37.50, 37.50 on the ES. Nasdaq, we have $75 based on one contract. This is Nasdaq, $75, $80 now on one trade. Exactly like the market analyzing. On the YM, we have $30, and this is a YM, $30, exactly like the market analyzer. So, so let's go back and recalculate it. We do not have money for everything. Fine. So right now in that trade, we have $45, $100, and a $50. That's $200 right off immediately on that trade without doing anything. 1 minute, fully automated, right there. So now but we are using on the ATM, we are using two contracts. And there we go. Because there we go. Fine, it's finished. Why? Now the ES come into the projection at 59 level. So the Nasdaq shied away immediately, like the ES. Once we break this rejection at 59 level, the next level we need to worry about the ES is the 57.75. You don't trade the ES, you are trading the Nasdaq and Dow Jones. You still have to look at rejection on the ES is 59 level, and the next really hard to play area is the 29.57.75. Once we break that area, here is here is your third area. We need to worry about 55.25, and then you are at the home run. From the home run, there is a good potential to drop all the way to the 51.50. Very straightforward prediction, not follow the market prediction. I don't need an indicator to follow the market. I wanted to predict where that ES, the next stop is going to be, the next hard position is going to be. So as we see here now, the ES, it is going on this projection 59 level, and we need to see this 59 level broken. And then the next one level I need to worry about is the 57.75. So what we do, we take one piece at a time, and we keep our eye on the ES, even we are trading the Nasdaq, even we are trading the YM. Today the Russell is got his own mind, but most of the time also the Russell have an impact on it. So now what we need to know, in order for us to know if we are going to go to the next level on the Nasdaq, we need to look at this projection. If we are breaking this projection, now we are going to be worried about that number here is 57.75. By the time the ES go to the 57.75, the Nasdaq will be hitting the 59 and sit and wait. Watch this. The next stop is 57.75. Watch this. 57.75. The market shining away from that number. Where is this Nasdaq going? It's going to that support line and stand by till we see. Look, where is this projection? 50 is all written on the chart. You don't have to come out with anything. You need to learn where is this entry, where is the projection, where is the entry signal. Anyone can do this in a matter of a couple, 3 weeks. And we plan how this ES is moving. We plan why now this Nasdaq is going to project after it hit the 59, because the ES still flirting with the 57.75. Once we break the 57.75, we are now on a $500 trade. The next level we have to worry about is 55.50. So we are always ahead of time, ahead of game. We are the guys, we want to decide how much we're going to get out of that. We need to know the destination of that trade if we are risking money. Watch the Nasdaq is coming to that area and sit. Look at this. To the tick. I don't know if you can see the wick, but it's to the tick at 59 level, and it's going to hold there until we see Mr. ES here able to break. If it don't break, now look, Jim, can you give me feedback? Can you see the wig on the YouTube channel? Can you see the wig? And this one here. Okay, super. You see, so we are ahead of game. The market came into the 57.75, and we know we are on that trade with the Nasdaq. We know this market is gonna come right in here. So this is, thank you, Gary. Thank you, sir. So why all this important information? Because now I have $450 in my hand. Should I cash in and run, or should I sit for $1,000 trade? Again, two traders using the same system, one will walk away with 400 or 200, and another guy can recognize where is the problem between Nasdaq and ES, and probably is going to say, you know what, if this one is going to break, the next level is here. So this is a difference between on that new signal. Forget all this. I'm going to go with you all the way on that signal. If you are using fully automated to trade, exactly as the market analyzer, we have 60 bucks on the YM based on one contract. Nasdaq, we have $200 based on one contract. And ES, we have 100 bucks based on one contract. Forget everything. Forget about trading. Fully automated to trade right there, exactly like the market analyzer. We have a new signal. It seems like we have a new signal, don't we? No, on the Russell, we don't have a new signal. Oh boy, you know what? I have the Russell here under the pullback re-entry. I'm wondering why the Russell is not. It is under pullback re-entry. Okay. So now let's go back to this one here. The 57.75, it is the true average of price. And we are coming exactly to that number. And if this number we're not able to break, that is going to take your ES all the way to the 60.25, again, back to square one. And the NASDAQ is going back. Can you see it? So this is how it is, guys. It is very straightforward, and it's not really, once you get to know those numbers, it's not very hard to do, really. It's not. It's not. You can determine where you want to take your money. You can determine where you need to take a profit. And as long as you are aware what's going on in the market, you know, can I cash it in here on 57? And if the market go back and I can re-enter the market, you back. You back. You can keep banging on this market back and forth, because right now, also timing now is 11:58. Is a lunchtime, and it is a matter of if you want to continue trading or not, and it's up to you guys. So right now, again, I want to know on the last call of trades who is in the market and who is not, please. Okay, most of them has cash out at 57 level. That's very good. Very, there is still a few. Okay, great. You know, most of them have cash out at 57 level. So the end of the day, Yes, sir. It is obvious when somebody explain it to you. And that's why it require a little training, my friend. It will require a little training because that's why I said when you are a new trader or you are new on the system, you will be making mistake. Absolutely. So it's very good to start on a micro account. So when you make a mistake, it's not a really uh, hard mistakes, you know. So you learn as you go because everything is plotted on your chart, and then we guide you every single day. I don't see where can you go wrong with it. You know, it's at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer today, and because and then we will. I'm gonna stay a little bit more, and we will um, um, see how this market gonna go for us. Can you see, Jim, where the market stopped again? Okay, guys, we broke this. Finally, we have broke the 57 level, and now we are home free all the way to the target, guys. I would like to know if it's anybody still on that trade, please. Okay, we made over $1,000 on each trade on the way up, and now we are going down on those trades. So let's go back. Good. Oh shoot. And now, Virgilio, if we look at the market analyzer, based on one trade, it's right there. You see it? Now let's go to the NASDAQ. Here is your NASDAQ, one trade. It's right there, 425, 430. You know, it's exactly the way it is. YM, 180. So if we don't have money, we can take those three together. So on the last entry signal, just forget what we made before. On the last entry signal, we nailed the $1,000 trade right there, based on one contract. You know, okay, Vorgelo is short on ES Nasdaq, Russell, NYM. There we go. Very nice, clear. There is no confusion. The ES is going to get the 53 level. No confusion in there. A little bumper on 49.75 on the Nasdaq, but we are about to hit the target. And now we are struggling with the 796 on the YM, but we're gonna break it. Very simple, straightforward, simplify that trade, very efficient, and there we go. Honestly, if you cannot trade that, you have a problem. How many contract you are on, Virgilio? You said you are on the ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and Russell. How many contract? If you, if you can send me some picture, please. I'll stay with you. You are on 7 contract YM, 6 contract ES, and oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll stay with you, Virgila. Wow. Virgilio is really in. He have 6 contracts on the Russell. He have, why I'm saying it, I can take a picture. 6 ES, 7 YM, and he have a 20 contract on the Nasdaq. Wow. This is a live trade from one of our clients. It's amazing. This guy is a bit, all of them live trade. He have on the YM 7 trade, 1,385 connected to Rhythmic. ES 787, Nasdaq 3,875, and the Russell 1,215. Wow. Okay, my hat off for you, really. You're the guy. A little pullback, Virgilio, but keep your eye on the this number here, 29, uh, 29, 57, 75. And if it's a if it's a break, this one here, close. If it's not, to stay. You know, really amazing. Okay, you see, Virgilio, uh, it did not break the 57.50, so stay in. Well, Jim, you didn't see the other guy. You're flat, Jim? Nils, Nils is saying it's hard to see. Is it? It's hard to see. Real, Gary, real. Okay, let me try one more time. How to get it bigger? Okay, I don't know. Can you see it? Is it clear enough for you? That's very nice. Okay, look, Virgilio, this one here is holding the 57. If it's holding, that's mean we have a good potential all the way down to the 42 level. Keep your eye on this. You have the system. I'm gonna stay with you. I was gonna log off from YouTube, but I'm gonna stay with you till you're done. Okay, there we go, Virgilio. This is your lucky day. Stay with me, sir. On the Forex, it is 148 pips into the profit. And this one here is based on 1 minute as well. We're gonna take you all the way down, Virgilio. Uh, here is the story, Virgilio, on the Nasdaq. Mark on your chart 54.75, sir. 55.25. I'm sorry. 55.25. If we are a break in the 55.25, you're looking for another $3,000 more on that trade. So keep your eye on the 55.25 on the chart. The ES, keep your eye, mark it on your chart, the 56.50. And on your YM, we need to break. So we all in those area right now. If we break it, you're gonna double your money. If we don't break those area, you close. I don't know how much you made. $5,000, $6,000. So it's okay. So keep your eye on those lines here. If we break in, you're gonna double up. That's it. Close the Russell and stay concentrated on the YM, Nasdaq, and the ES. Anyone, I don't know who's watching, who's not, but anyone is still in this trade, mark your ES at 56.50. We have to break the 56.50 in order to secure $1,000 trade on the ES. On the Nasdaq, you need to mark the 54.75, and there is a good potential for 42 level. On the YM, we need to break the 694, and we are about to break it. Keep your eye on the ES, folks. This is the magic number today on the ES. If we break the 56.50, we're gonna make different on those trades. Oh boy. I hope you still have hair, Virgilio, on your head. You haven't, you haven't lost them all. You are a very fine line on one tick. Very fine line, Virgilio, between doubling up your money or cash in here. Right there. Here is your magic number, right there. 56.25. If we break it, you're gonna be probably you will hit the 10K today. If it's not, we need to cash at 5,000. There we go. We're about to break it, my friend. There we go. Congratulations. There we go. This is coming from the NT7. I apologize, guys. It's a new installation. So, there we go, my friend. It's coming your direction. You're going to get a home free. There we go. We need this part to close below. Yeah. Come on, Nasdaq. There we go. Come on. It fell, my friend. I don't know. It's your call. It fell. It fell. It's your call. I don't know what you want to do, but it fell. And the Nasdaq fell to break the 55 level. It's your call. You let me know when you're flat so we can call it up for today. It's finished. Good, good. You let me know when you are taking a heavy bird like this. You let me know, Verdillo. I'll stay with you. Gentlemen, I hope all of you did very well today. We did very well on the way up and we did very well on the way down. Yes, that's what I said. You need to keep your eye on those. Now you understand how important they are. And I didn't want it to, this is it for now. And guys, if you like us, give us a thumb up, please, on the YouTube. And And we'll see you on Monday for our private members. And we'll be back live on the YouTube on hopefully on Tuesday. I want to say it's been a pleasure serving every one of you guys, and wish you a very pleasant weekend. And God bless you all. Bye for now.